Hi everyone. How are you today? It's Monday, November 29th, 2021, and this is our daily spread. I am Tarot by Keyth. Thanks for being here. There's a lot going on. I'm still getting this feeling of preparation. Really prepare, clean the body. You get your house in order. There are big shifts coming. So we're just in this holding pattern for a little while whatever they're doing behind the scenes catches up to where we're at, so to speak. Okay. We have an eclipse coming up really soon. Like 5 days from now on the new moon? New moon in Sagittarius and a total solar eclipse. That sounds like a big deal. So do your meditations. I'm talking to myself right now. I still need to meditate today. Visualize those highest outcomes for yourself and for everyone else around you. Elicit high vibrations of joy and love, compassion, empathy. That's what we're moving away from. One card for the current energies. Be still. Breathe through the heart and feel love. And then send it back out, amplified by your own energy to everyone else around you. It's so important right now. That's what we're in. One card for the energies we're moving toward is a human collective. One more card, energies we're moving towards. For anyone new, thank you for being here. This is a 3-card daily spread for the human collective using my ancient deck of handmade Marseille cards. I'm taking a break from writing at the moment. I'm up to the 3 of Cups on the second draft. So the Cups are the last cycle of the minors. So I've got about 12 more cards before I'm done with the second draft. And the third draft should be it. Is this the card? Yes, it is. Okay. All right, let's see what the cards have to say. All right. We're moving away from temperance. This is the patience that we're feeling. Our wings, we've come out of the cocoon. Our wings are fully formed. They have feathers, the light blue angel wings. We have had a rebirth of our mission, our holy work, green at the solar plexus. That's rebirth of ambition, will. There's also rebirth here at the thymus, in between the heart and the throat. Maybe being able to express what our heart wants to say. There's a rebirth there. She's looking back at the past towards everything that's happened on the ground, which is everything that's happened in our physical lives up to this point. She's doing so with new yellow eyes. Her eyes are yellow. Yellow is the color of logic, intellect, and idea. So she's seeing with higher wisdom that she's worked so hard to get. And she's looking back at all of the painful experiences of her past with new vision that is helping her to see these past experiences for the lessons that they are, rather than just a source of trauma. So you can clearly see the divide in the masculine and feminine. Masculine energy is represented by red, and feminine energy is dark blue. So she is looking back at the past with this new vision. There's a crown chakra activation happening. The red flower at the crown, as she balances with the water, the ocean of oneness in those 2 cisterns made of yellow and red, her information and her the inspiration to apply it as she balances everything out. Looking back, and she's blending together the duality within herself as one purple foot is sticking out toward the future. Purple's the master color of inner mastery and royalty. It's conquering the duality within yourself. That's when you purple yourself. And so she's standing on ground of orange, blending yellow and red, fulfillment, as new earth is behind her. Spiritual 5D new earth, rebirth, green, spiritual mountains, plants of fulfillment. So we're coming out of this needing to reflect back on the past from a higher perspective and make sense of all of it, so that we can begin to step out of that old self-imposed paradigm. We're wising up, guys. Wise up and rise up. It's happening. Financial stability is in the present moment. The rebirth of the phoenix at the heart, shielded by all of this orange, this fulfillment. This rebirth that's taking place is a union of balance between the two coins in the sky and the ground. This is balance, duality, and partnership, and how we receive finances and how we use them for good, and use them for what we need to use them appropriately. We're using our coins properly. We're receiving them properly and expending them properly. That's what I'm trying to say. There's more ingredients for orange at the root and the crown. This is information and the inspiration to apply that information into our life. There's a lot of trust, spiritual trust, balancing out in these beautiful leaves of light blue, dark blue, and orange. Dark blue and orange represent trust because it's intuitive, dark blue fulfillment. Orange blending together red and yellow. And then add light blue in there, it's spiritual trust. Trusting how our money is going to show up, because it always does. And fear is the biggest blocker that there is to allowing things and gifts and blessings to land in our life. When we fear, we block this stuff. And money scares are probably the most visceral. When you need to buy things and don't know where the money is going to come from, that elicits a lot of fear, which is why they have such a tight control over the financial system, which is a Ponzi scheme. So be in the vibration. It's 2 4s in a row. 4 is the number of stability, application, and formation. Be in the vibration of stability, even if the movie set around you continues to crumble. Emanate stability. Be at the center of the storm, the swirling chaos. What's coming is the 9 of Wands energy. This is inspiration overwhelm. This can be a lot of projects coming out at once, a lot of inspired ideas coming in at once. So I always liken the 9 of Wands, which is fulfillment, idealism, and inspiration. In your fire energy, Wands are the fire sign: desire, passion, will, creativity, sexuality. When these ideas start to come in, buy a bunch of little different notebooks. Different colors are good, so you can color code them. And then if you get a download or an idea attached to one bigger, larger idea, you have a notebook to house that subject or that one project. It's like a painting doing 9 paintings at the same time, and you don't have to do them all linearly. You can start the second painting before you finish the first one. You can paint an eye on this one. You can go paint a blade of grass over here. You can paint, a butterfly on this one or whatever. And before you know it, all the paintings will be done at the same time. It's completing things multidimensionally. So buy a bunch of notebooks if you're getting whispers and hints and ideas, and have a place where you can go and jot that idea down, because you can take action upon it later. It feels like the inspiration and the downloads will never stop. It's like coming in through a fire hose in the 9 of Wands energy, but it does eventually stop. And then you'll have all of these notes made on what to do with all of the spare time. Rather than going into anxiety and negative thought patterns or negative behaviors, you can have a list of things that you can do bit by bit to execute the ideas that you were getting as they were coming through. So that's it. The whole reading's an 8. 4 plus 4, 9 plus 8 is 8. So that's receptive action and active receptivity. Prepare for what's coming. You have a large role to play in what's coming. If you're seeing this message, you're supposed to be seeing this message. You have a large role to play in whatever is about to be unveiled. So keep at it. Thank you for the donations at Tarot by Keyth Venmo. Thank you for the private readings. I love reading with you, doing personal readings. Thanks for liking, subscribing, sharing, and thank you for being still and feeling love within the heart and then sending it out. Okay? Love you all. I'll be back soon. Tarot by Keyth. This has been our daily spread.